Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Dennis. So last week we did the Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 5. Alright, so we did a little bit of the temps, not a lot, but we're going to delve into it a little bit more. We're going to show you some of the temperatures. We're going to go more in depth with the stress test, all that kind of good stuff. But more importantly, we're going to go to the case, because this case, there's almost no reviews on it except for mine. So, well, that's maybe good for me, but maybe not that popular a case, so maybe not so good. But I'm going to show you how to hook up the RGB fans. I'm going to show you the RGB/fan hub, how all that gets put together. Because it's a little bit confusing, and I thought I would point it all out so you don't get confused if you're using this case. And that's the Armoury 802C, which is the white case. There's also a black version. All right, so I'll show you that case, show you how to hook up all the fans, everything, and we're going to go from there. So let's delve right into it and see how it all works. Okay, so for starters, this is our case. This is our CPU cooler that we did, and I want to show you, starting in the back. Now, the only thing I did different that was added was the graphics card. Plugged the power into that, inserted it into the slot. Pretty simple stuff to do, but all of this is what I've done since. And of course it works with our remote. So when you got a remote and you got all this mess of cables, first thing I wanted to do is this. So this comes with 3M double-sided tape in the back. So what I did is I peeled it off, stuck it to this little slot here. That way it's out of the way. It doesn't interfere with this. Doesn't interfere with your SSDs if you want to install them. And then I took all the cables, removed them, like took all the twist ties off them. And so here's what I did. Started connecting all the cables. All right, so you get your addressable RGB going in here. Okay, you can run more. It'll daisy chain. You got lots more. So you're going to have leftovers. You have your fans that plug in, but a lot of your fans daisy chain as well, which is what I've done here. So those are all tied off. Now once you got all those tied off, that's pretty much it. But there was a couple things that I wanted to point out. You have a cable here for fan. Now this is in the case. So you have to remember to plug it in here for your hub. And, well, fan/RGB hub. First one I've actually seen like this, as a matter of fact. So once that's in, then I moved it around. I'll show you on the other side where we plugged that in. And of course it plugs in with SATA, okay, to power it. So that's where the power is coming from. So let's move around here, show you the inside. And of course, this comes off, so we're just going to open this up. It's magnetic, pretty good magnet, by the way. Right, now I haven't done anything more yet. So on the top, our addressable RGB, okay, it's plugged in over here. Okay, that's the cable right here. I just left it so you can see it. Now the thing that can be confusing is this has a little cable here. Okay, it says VDG. Now, in this particular instance, we're not going to be able to use that. And it's there, I think, more for older motherboards. It doesn't apply to modern day motherboards that I have been able to find out. Everything is working, so I know I've already tested it to verify that. And of course, then you plug in your fan to your motherboard, to any fan header, and you're good to go. So, does it work? Well, let's find out. We're going to fire it up and show you everything and how it's working. So, we're going to close this back up, plug it in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're going to power the system up. And as you can see, everything is turning on. When you look inside, I'll show you, give you a better view here. You can see that's lit in there. Now, your remote control has a feature on it down here. It says M/B for motherboard. So if you want to control this with the motherboard, push that and everything's going to work from there. Otherwise, you can pick all your different colors, your different modes, everything on the remote. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a pretty cool feature. And just to prove to you that it works, let's just change some of the colors. All right, now one thing I did notice is you have to kind of point down around this area here. All right? If you don't point there, it's not going to work. And I find, I'm just going to move this. It's not not the best remote I've ever had. So let's just, oh, did I put it on motherboard? Okay, so there it's on motherboard. So the colors aren't going to do anything. I'm going to take it off of the motherboard. There, now the colors are changing. And basically I'm pointing this way. All right? But I find, like I say, it's really iffy on like where you got to point it. Well, there's orange, pink, or actually it says purple, but not so much. Blue, light blue, just different blue, and even white. All right, so it all works from the remote. It'll work from the motherboard. That's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to show you for the rest of the build, other than the fact the graphics card is installed and everything is plugged in. Now let's get to the important part, and let's get to the temperatures. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to use AIDA64 Extreme. We're just going to concentrate on that. Okay, so AIDA64 Extreme is the one I'm going to test with. Going to do a system stability test. Right now it's sitting at idle at 39, drops down to 28. So 39 seems to be about where it sets. We're going to start it. We'll come back in 5 minutes and see what it's at. I was surprised to find out that it doesn't really hit up that high. So we're at 100% utilization right off the bat. It's going to go to 59, it'll go a little higher, and we'll see what it gets to. So I'm going to pause and we'll come back. Okay, so we're back, and it's been almost 7 minutes actually, and it is almost at 67, 68 degrees. Hardly any variation at all. I'm impressed with that. When I've done other CPU coolers, they fluctuate high. I mean really high, under 100% load. And they're usually up around, sometimes as high as 80. Now we are using a 3800X, so that does make a difference. But still, sitting at 67 means you're going to get the most performance out of your CPU, most out of your graphics card. Everything you're going to do on this is going to be awesome. All right, so short and sweet, AIDA64 Extreme. The idle temperatures were about 39, sometimes up to about 45 with something running in the background. And at maxed out, 67 degrees. That's the best I've had in quite a while. So I've heard some people say this is not the greatest CPU cooler. Well, I've compared them with some of the ones I've done before, and for me, it's right up there. In fact, it's right up there with some water coolers I've had. So it's up to you whether you think this is any good or not. But temperatures wise, we did the BIOS, we did the ASUS software Armoury crate. Both of those showed good temps in the previous video. So I wanted to do a stress test to see what it got to on this. So you're not going to hit 100% gaming, that's for sure. So you have no problems with temperatures. So this CPU cooler is going to work for you. So along with the case, I wanted to show you how to hook everything up. Everything is daisy chain. Daisy chain your fans. You could daisy chain all of your RGB if you wished, or you can just plug it into the hub like I did. Okay, you've got a couple choices there. You have an LED on top of the case as well if you wanted to use that to change all your colors. You have your remote with your motherboard, so you can change everything with the motherboard software, or just change it with the remote if you want. Lots of choices for the case, lots of choices, great temperatures from the CPU cooler. I can't ask for more. Works for me. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you're new here, think about subscribing. If you like the video, give it a like. If you don't, well, let me know why. If you hit that bell for notifications for future videos as they come up. And as always, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.